Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Basically, I have become a recent GHP 62 theater major finalist. And I'm really excited and I'm really grateful for this opportunity. I think it's gonna be a really fun experience this summer and I'm super excited for it. But basically this video is just like, I guess some advice for you futures aspiring GHP finalists that will be applying next year for GHP 63. Woohoo! Okay, that woohoo was really sad. Anyway, woohoo! But yeah, so good luck to you guys. And this is some advice. I hope it's beneficial and it will be specifically for the theater major just because I feel like I'm not qualified enough to talk about the other majors. But I wish all of the other majors luck as well. Okay, so first things first, I think, sorry guys, I just wanted to show you my new Stanley. Anyway. So first things first, okay? Every school does the process differently. I am located in a pretty competitive county, so we had significantly more rehearsals than some other counties. I know that some counties just did the online part, which is like the semifinalist round, and then just jumped to the finalist round, which was at GSU. But our school actually had like, I think 3 rounds in the middle, or maybe 2, something like that. We had the school round, we had like a regional / county, and then something else. I feel like we had like some other online round, and then not like the main online semifinalist round, and then we had the GSU. But yeah, that really determines how prepared you are in my opinion. But even if your school doesn't do as many, you can still practice like what you're gonna do, I guess, at home. You know, honestly, I think getting used to how the audition is gonna be, and not even like replicating what they're gonna ask you at the actual audition. Honestly, just getting comfortable talking, you know, being a personable person. I know that's like a mouthful, but being personable just means like when they ask you an interview question, like your responses are deep and like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously it doesn't have to be perfect. You can say I say all the time, as you can see. See, but it just has to be a good response, if that makes any sense. And I think that comes with time, and I think that comes with practice, to be honest. And it doesn't have to be perfect, like I said. They just want to see you as a person, so just be yourself and do your best. And I know that's really general, but I will get into the nitty-gritty things in just a moment. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the school round first. Basically, my theater director, I love her. She nominated like 10 of us, and we did this school round thing where our band director, our theater director, and like one of our vice principals, they were sitting there, and we got to skip like our classes. We had to wear like professional attire. Like I was wearing a dress at school. And I'm in a pretty judgmental school, bro. Like, I had to walk down those hallways with like a dress and heels, and everyone was like, what's going on? But it was during the school day, and it was super cool. It was like a different experience. And I think that is really cool because it preps you for the real world. My first time, I had no idea. If I'm being honest with you, like, I had no idea what GHP was. I saw it on our school website once, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. I don't know if I'll ever get that. It looks like something academic related. Here I am. That's like another piece of advice, dude. Anything can happen. Believe in yourself, bro. You got it. You can achieve. Trust. But yeah, so during the school round, like I wasn't that prepared. Like I didn't know you're supposed to bring like your resume, like all of this. Every school does it differently, but the people at our school were like really prepared. And then I wore jeans. I literally had jeans on. And then when I walked in, I saw these people with like heels and like suit and tie. And I was like, keep in mind, our school is not like that. Everyone wears pajamas to school. So it was definitely eye-opening to see everyone that walked in. But thankfully, my mom got me my clothes just in time before my interview, and it was super fun. For our school interview, we just had to prepare a comedic monologue and a dramatic monologue, and I think it was just interview questions. Yeah, that's about it. And we were like with a group of kids, and I think the main thing to take away from that is just be personable. Like I said before, good responses just mean you think about it and you give a response that is authentic, but also content filled, if that makes any sense. It can't be like a bland answer. Try to give them something to work with, if that makes any sense. I know that's really broad. I want to give you an example, but I'm like thinking. One sec. Guys, hold up. I need to take a break, bro. You don't understand. Oh my god. It is 11:30 p.m. right now on a Wednesday night, and I'm sitting here. Oh, you know that position when you like kneel, but it's like your legs are, you're like, oh, your butt is sitting on your feet, so it makes your legs like hurt. Yeah, that's what's happening right now. My legs are working out. This hurts. This actually hurts, but I'm doing it for the lighting, guys. So anyway, so I actually couldn't think of like an interview question that like I can use as an example, but I think the main thing is if they ask you for, you know what, let me just like find something like really generic. If they're like, oh, why do you want to go to GHP? Don't just say, oh, I want to meet new friends. I want to improve my skills. You know, say something personalized to you. And I think the best thing you can say is like something related to helping the community, because at the end of the day, as actors, that is our job. You know, we spread joy to our community and the audience, and we spread the love of acting and performing, because everyone deserves to watch characters come to life, you know? So like, you see what I just did just now? That is something that comes out of your heart. And if you're getting nominated for theater, I know you have a passion for theater. So really just make sure that that passion is heard. And then for the acting part, you guys got it, bro. Y'all are actors. Believe in yourself. Be authentic with your acting skills. But I will say, this will make sense when I talk about the next round. You have to make big choices. You have to do that. And that brings me to like our round 2 of the process. So let's do that. Okay, so round 2 is like the regional / like county thing. And our county replicated what they do at GSU. So we had to analyze a play that they gave us in advance. Then we did a cold read of sides, and then we had interview questions. So for these sides, like it's a cold read, right? Go all out, do something, fall on the floor, roll over, if it makes sense. And let's say like everyone else is standing, right? Like, don't feel awkward to do something else. You know, if everyone's just standing and like delivering the lines, walk from one end to the other end when you say your lines, you know? Do something that makes you stand out, because I promise you that is not gonna hurt you, you know? No choice is a wrong choice, but not making a choice is the wrong choice. Thank you, directors. Thank you. Anyway, but yeah. Also, side note, I just want to say I'm so thankful to one of my friends who made it in like the year before and who gave me like such great advice. Because when I'm like telling you guys advice, like I was just like thinking about her. I'm not going to name any names in this video, but thanks, girlfriend. Thank you for supporting me. Okay, I need to like hurry up, but basically, yeah, that's my advice for the cold read. And then for the analysis, don't overdo it, bro. They're gonna give you a play. Read the play, understand it, understand the characters, the plot, interesting choices that the like writer of the play might have made that impact how the story is told. Think about all those things. Yeah, I get it, but don't overdo it, dude. I overdid. I promise you, I slept at like 3 a.m. because I was learning how to do a British accent, because the play we were learning, the people like were like British and like Cockney or something like that. So I was like learning like the difference between like British and Cockney and like all this crap Don't do it, bro. I wasted so much precious time and I never ever had to do an accent. That's another thing. I don't think they're ever gonna ask you to do an accent. That's for the language major people. Sorry, man. I can never do that, bro. I'm so in awe of people who can do like all their whole interview in whatever language they got nominated for, like German, Latin, like you guys are insane. Anyway, but yeah, don't do that. Don't waste your time. As long as you can yap about characters. Think about it like it's ELA class, bro. You got it. And then for the interview, same thing. You know? Oh yeah. For the interview, they give you like practice interview questions. Do that with someone. I did it with my mom. That really helped me. So thanks. But yeah. Yeah, so lock in. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I'm still sitting on the carpet, by the way. Okay, I seriously need to wrap it up because my legs cannot do this anymore. But basically, and I hope this has been really helpful, but now I'm gonna get into the more generalized kind of like last portions of the process. This process is really long. Like for me, I think it started in like September and it ended in March, like just now, like a week ago. But it's worth it. It's like a sneak peek into how college is. You know, you prepare for it all 4 years of high school and you do all this, and then it's like the moment, you know, you've been waiting for. But yeah, okay. Basically, the online part, they ask you. It's like a couple essays. For the essays, make sure, again, it's something community related, like how you're impacting the community, because at the end of the day, that's what matters, you know, that's why we're humans, you know, we give back. And try, you know, like something unique, do something, you know, and if you guys are nominated, like I'm sure you guys have so much to say. So really don't overthink, just make sure it's something special that you're doing to impact the community. And then for your monologue, you can choose any monologue. So choose something that really shows off your talent. For me, like I did a dramatic monologue. I just feel like that allows me to show my emotions more in my range. But if you can do comedic, girl, I promise you, you're gonna be the funniest person there. Like you got it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So do what you're good at. And because they give you that liberty to choose any monologue, choose something that, I don't want to say it, but harder is sometimes better, you know, choose something that really shows your talent off. Because once you pass this round, you got it. You got it, bro. You got it. Girl or bro or whatever, you got it, dude. And little side note, this year and like last year's GHP results, I don't know about the years before that, it came out, like for the semifinalist round, it came out at ThesCon, for those of you that know what that is. I'm sure most kids know what that is. So it was so funny, like I could literally hear people like crying or like laughing or smiling. Like they were like, oh, like GHP results are getting announced at 5 p.m. At 5 p.m. at ThesCon, dude, it was like crazy because everyone is in one spot. You know what I'm saying? Like all the theater people, all the music majors. It was so cool. It was a really good experience. And yeah, I'm thankful for that. Okay, now we've made it to the final round at GSU. So this round is just for them to like get to know you. And it wasn't what I was thinking at all. They definitely, I'm not gonna say they didn't care about your acting, because they did. Make bold choices. This is just like what I was talking about with the regional round. Like you have to make a choice that is unique. It doesn't matter if it's right. It has to make sense, obviously, but it needs to be, you need to go all out. You know what I'm saying? And this is the final round too. Like just do whatever. Even if that literally just means walking. Like I wasn't kidding. Like that's what I did for my thing. Cause I like played this role that was like mad basically. And I just thought it would make sense if I just like pace around the room. So I just did that. And yeah, I just did that. And she ended up liking it. I think. But dude, I'm so excited to meet the directors at GHP. I'm so excited for this summer. It'll be really good. But yeah, so make big choices And then for the interview, it was not what I was thinking. It was not like personal questions. They might not ask you a lot of questions where you can show your personality, if that makes any sense. It won't be like, oh, what is your biggest strength? Like, it won't be questions like that. It may be just like one question, because there isn't a lot of time. Maybe just one question like, oh, why do you want to go to GHP? And that's it, because they're looking for like a unique like response. But there were a lot of questions about the analysis. You analyze the play as well, by the way, forgot to say that. You analyze the play. And yeah, they do ask a lot of questions about that. They do try to introduce some terms to see, because basically GHP is like teaching you. So just make sure that you are a student that is good in a learning environment and you're showing them that you're mature in that aspect. I think that was literally like one of the things in the rubric that they had. It was like being mature enough. So make sure you're showing that you're a mature student that's ready to learn. And really that's all they're looking for. And make sure your responses are specific. When you're talking about the play, talk about specific characters doing this action that defines this. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. We were all just yapping. We're all in this together. Speaking of that, we're basically in a group, and they're not like raise your hand when you want to speak like in a classroom environment. It's not like that. It's basically like a seminar. You speak when you want to. So I will say I had to wait, I had to wait for my turn. And I think the main thing is like active listening. Make sure you're an active listener and learner, that too. But active listener, show them that you're listening to everyone else, because genuinely like what they're saying is also like, it's like a discussion, you know what I'm saying? And these are common sense like facts, but I'm just saying it to say it. And don't talk over people during that analysis part, because you will get your chance. Everyone gets to talk. It's just like, when do you get to talk is like undecided. But honestly, this is like some general advice now that I'm done with like each stage. Go into it confidently, even if you aren't confident, act confident. Fake it till you make it. You have to be confident. Smile. Oh my gosh, smile, bro. And be authentic to yourself, but also make sure that you're showing them what makes you you. So be a little unique. I'm not asking you to like be like pick me or like be like something else, you know what I'm saying? But being authentic, everyone has something that makes them them. So if you show them that, I think that's really good. And you guys are actors. You guys are gonna act amazingly. So honestly, yeah, that's it for today. Good luck, my future GHP 63 people, and stay tuned for some GHP vlogs during the summer. I will post like a day in the life or something. But yeah, I'm super excited and I'm super thankful to everyone that made it possible. And yeah, maybe I will post my reaction video on here. I don't know. Bye guys, love y'all.